Hi everyone, the Gay Guide here, and man, it feels good to say that again. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I don't want to make excuses, but I was just super busy, got a new job, a couple other life upgrades, but I'm back, I'm making videos. They will probably be a little less often than I would hope, but they will keep coming. I'm not going anywhere, so keep your questions coming, keep your emails coming. I love connecting with you guys, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Speaking of connecting with you guys, there are a lot more of you now than when I last made a video, so welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm Robert. When I first came out, I felt like I was alienated from gay culture and gay society, and I was scared of it, so I stayed away from it for a long time. And it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s and I really started connecting with the gay culture that I realized how rich and incredibly diverse and full of love and laughter and so many good things in this culture to share, that I wish I had gotten into it a lot sooner. And so this channel is designed to answer all those questions I had about being gay but was too afraid to ask. So if you have any other questions that you want me to answer, just send an email to thegayguide@gmail.com, or you can leave it in my comment section below and I will get back to you. Today, I want to talk about when are you too old to come out? Because I get this question a lot in emails, and really my answer is always the same. You are never too old to come out. Life is just too short and precious to live it pretending to be someone you're not, just to please other people or meet their expectations. And you are never too old to enjoy the feeling of being your true self and living your true life, who you are, without any shame or stigma associated with that. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to be gay. You can choose how little or how much you want being gay to be part of your identity and how people know you. But pretending to be someone you're not and pretending to be you're not gay, it just can be incredibly draining on your energy, and it's oppressive. And it's just something that you constantly worry about. And, coming out is it's just a release, and it's an ability to actually just be comfortable with who you are or with the people you love. And that's what's important. Now, I've spoken with several men and women who've come out later in life, and really their only regret is that they didn't come out sooner. But I do understand that the later in life you are, the more complicated it can be to come out. There may be marriage and kids and other family considerations, and several of you that I've spoken to haven't come out for fear of hurting your loved ones, which I definitely understand. And honestly, I feel very underqualified to give advice in this area. It's incredibly complex, and I don't have any experience, honestly. I came out when I was 19 years old. So I will give you my thoughts and what I've learned from my research, but my first real piece of advice is to find a professional to talk to. There are plenty of therapists you can find now online. There are apps. Really just find someone who has an LGBT affiliation, and just explain your situation and tell them how you feel and tell them what you're going through. So definitely do that. But sort of my thoughts are, whatever your situation, I really think it's important to get comfortable with who you are first. So I recommend starting with a mirror. So just walk up to a mirror and say, I am gay, I am bisexual, I am transgender, whatever, I am fill in the blanks, whatever you feel the label, if you do feel associated with the label, and get comfortable with it. Now, once you're comfortable saying it to yourself, I think the next baby step would be to get comfortable telling a stranger. Someone that's not connected with your life that you don't need to worry is going to spill your secret. Maybe go to a local LGBT organization, like a center, or even a local gay bar if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable going to an LGBT organization, you can come out to me. Send me an email, thegayguide@gmail.com. I'll listen to your story and we can talk. I am a little slow to respond by email sometimes. I do get a lot of them, but I will respond and I'll give you the time you deserve. After you get comfortable talking to a stranger, I think the next step is to tell someone you know. Maybe someone who knows your family situation and can give you some real advice on how to talk to them about it. Make sure it's someone that you can trust completely in case you're not ready to come out fully, and just know that they can keep your secret. And I think by this point, you'll realize the feeling of being able to be true and freely talk about these feelings with someone else, and you'll realize that you can't keep it a secret anymore. And now I'm very hesitant to, again, give any advice on how to come out to your family. You guys watch from all over the world. Families are very different all over the world. And I know lots of things like religion have very important, effects in matters like these. I would like to think that regardless of your religion or culture, that if your family loves you, they'll learn to understand that this is something you had to do, that you had to be your true self, And once they get over their initial shock, they'll be happy that you told them. But I'm also not that naive to think that that's going to be true for everyone. So really, my best advice is to be honest, explain it's something you had to do, be understanding of their reactions. They may be hurt and feel like you've been lying to them all this time. And that's understandable from their perspective. And it can be hard to explain from your perspective that you were lying to protect them and live the life that you had. But don't despair if it goes badly at first. Give them time to adjust and remember that they'd love you. It's a huge life-changing decision, and it's not easy, especially later in life. But in most cases, it shouldn't affect most of the relationships that you have in your life, because for most people, it's none of their business who you love. The challenge is that the relationships that it is most likely to affect are the ones that you're closest to, and that's scary. But, if you are so close to these people, then they should know this about you. And keeping a secret this big and this long from the people around you that are so close, it's like they don't know the full you. And it's time that you sort of rebuild these relationships with this new, original, true you. Now, once you've got the courage to come out, you've got a whole new world of both joys and challenges ahead of you. Do enjoy those joys, but don't go too nuts. Remember, a kid in a candy store is going to get a stomach ache if he overdoes it. So just remember to try new things. This community it's wide and diverse, and there's so much to explore. So go out there and explore the different parts of you. Now, there are also a lot of insecurities and challenges that come with joining a new culture, especially that late in life. Will you fit in? Will you be able to make new friends? Will you be able to find love again, maybe? And, you may think that you're too old, or you're too round, or you're too weird, to come out and join this new culture. But remember, the LGBT community is just like any others. It's full of everyone of all ages, all sizes, all shapes, and there are lots and lots of weirdos to go around. But there are plenty of people that are just like you trying to navigate the culture. So, put yourself out there, meet some new people, and I bet you'll learn something. So what are you waiting for? It's never too late to have that feeling of living your true self, especially around the people who you love. And it may be scary that those people might not at first accept this new you, but the ones who truly love you will learn to accept it, and they'll love you the same way they always have. It's like you're starting a whole new chapter in your life, and you're entering a whole new culture that is ready to welcome you with open arms. I hope this helps. If it did, hit that like button down below. And as always, if you have any other questions, you can leave them in my comment section, or you can email me at thegayguide@gmail.com. And in the meantime, get out there and be who you needed growing up.